There's been a real changing of the guard, so to speak, when you look at royal families. I mean, no more, stiff upper lip ponces like Prince Charles. It's all William and Harry, naughty, boisterous. It's good.
Yeah, it's great. It's actually kind of like Mercedes, if you think about it, because it's no more fuddy-duddy, boring. It's appealing to the younger market, getting down there with the people.
No more pertinent than when you look at the brand new A-Class. I mean, this is all in your face, fun, hot, sexy.
Beautiful, and we have it in royal blue. So I think this electric blue color is actually the color for this car. It really makes it look hot.
Look, I think all the big Opel lovers are going to go, I don't know, it's OPC blue, but it's a good place to start the styling. Lindsay, I think this is where all the talk's going to be, because it is, sure, it's a massive departure for Mercedes-Benz. We saw it with the B-Class. Love it.
Well, they're obviously changing, when it comes to their smaller cars. A-Class is not what it used to be, and B-Class is certainly not what it used to be. But they started with a whole blank slate, which is not something you get very often in car world.
It's funny because, it's so easy for us to talk about, it's a third generation A-Class, but for me it's the first generation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you can't equate it to anything else. It's 160 mils lower, but just from a looks perspective, it is more youthful. Like we said in that introduction, it's still a bit of a family face. I love their separated headlights and their vertical grille, so you see it's a Merc.
It's unmistakably Mercedes.
Yeah. I love their feature lines that run down the side doors.
Very B-Class.
Very B-Class. It's a head turner no matter which way you look at it, and I think that is what's going to get people excited, because suddenly a new guy is going to say, okay, cool, I'm interested in a Merc, whereas before this was Audi A3 Sportback territory.
Yeah, and it all comes through into the interior, which is great.
Now, they spoke about that double package in terms of their design, where it's sporty exterior but very exclusive upmarket interior. For you, this is like a sense of occasion jumping into it.
I got home the first night I drove this car. I got home and I said to my husband, I want one. I'm going to buy one. I feel special inside it.
It is a beautiful layout. For me, things that I love, and I know it's going to be no matter which trim you go with, I love their 5 vents.
Yes.
Merc has always been about aeroplanes. It really is. It's stunning. I just do question. Obviously we're sitting in the top spec, even though it's entry level in terms of engine, top spec with the AMG pack and the AG exclusive. So
we've been trying to get out of Mercedes exactly what is on this car, because they've given us a vehicle that is clearly not standard. It's not a standard A180 blue efficiency. It's got lots of stuff on it. We've got a beautiful carbon fiber looking trim on the dash. We've got piano black on the nav system. There's so much on it.
Well, the sport seats as well, AMG with Alcantara leather.
Absolutely, the red stitching
the
gives
red
that away.
Just run through. So what they've done, there are 3 options basically in terms of urban style. Urban style and then AMG.
Yes.
But then you can further personalize your car in terms of little design details.
Absolutely, that's night exclusive and AMG exclusive.
All right. So there's a lot of option there, and I suppose that lends itself to why they are going for a more youthful market. Is that a consumer?
And also it's allowed them to, this car standard, the A180 blue efficiency, is $275.
It's incredible, the price.
Which is an awesome price, a fantastic price, but spec'd up. we've probably got anywhere between 60 and 100,000 rands worth of spec on here, but it's fine because it's allowing you to individualize, and that's also, again, going to the youthful market.
Well, look, I look at this car and I'd say, well, if I'm going to buy an A-Class, I want it to look like this.
Yeah.
But would I want to spend 360,000? Well, then no. For then it's not a good option. Then I'd probably want to buy up into maybe the A200.
Well, exactly. That's the problem with this car is the engine.
Yeah,
it's certainly not a powerful car.
No,
90 kilowatts, 200 newton meters. The torque is good.
But it's, I suppose, is that important? That's a question I beg to ask at the moment, is that South Africans are really big on buying on status and looks. You do not get more status than a Mercedes-Benz badge.
No.
And now you've got looks that go with it.
Yeah.
So does it really matter in terms of the performance and how it drives? Probably not. You're going to find this car will sell.
It depends, because if you have someone who's looking for a Golf GTI, they're going to hate this car.
Well, they've got the A250 Sport or the AMG when it comes.
Which is like 400,000.
Yeah. As beautiful as this car looks, I don't think it can compete with Golf. I don't think it can compete with BMW, and it can't compete with Audi. That new A3 is great, and by that I purely mean we're driving in the 7G, which is the first time they've had this in the A-Class.
Yeah.
It's great, but it's not a box that is comparable to what BMW and VW and Audi have, I don't think.
I would agree with you maybe in terms of ride quality, and I mean this is something that a lot of people have spoken about the harsh ride. I don't think it's as bad as everyone's making up, but it's certainly not as soft as you might find in the A3.
Yeah.
The gearbox, I disagree with you on. I didn't really have too much of an issue with it.
Yeah,
as long as you're not expecting a sporty change.
You know, the funny thing, Lindsay, I mean, I haven't been driving it hard. I haven't used the pedals at all.
Yeah.
I just find it a little sluggish in terms of making up its mind. And we had that complaint in the B class, if you remember,
we did.
which was the exact same box. So when you get into the Golf or the Audi, before you even know it, you're in top gear and it's seamless. You don't even know gear changes happen. Here, you're very evident. You can hear it and you can feel the change. So
look, it's got great standard spec. I mean, the safety is all there. I think the price they've done really well. If you're looking for a good-looking car that drives nicely, but not is like this massive sporty thing, then I think it's a great buy. So new A-Class really is indicative of new royalty. Like Will and Kate about to have a baby. It's ushering in a whole new generation.
Yeah, the new bloodline is there and it is a beautiful car to look at. My concern though is what happened to the loyal A-Class Mercedes-Benz buyer? Because I'm not sure if this is going to be their cup of tea.